Yes. Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas to those who are having it today and tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, so today we are continuing with what we were doing, and that is low poly asset modeling. But before we get into that, I know a lot of you might be looking for a way to learn um, in a much detailed structure than what these training live streams might give you. That's why I want to promote the Creative Shrimp courses for you. This is one that is a bit more advanced photogrammetry, just and being able to import them as 3D objects into the digital world. The course explains that very well and also shows you how professionals do it. You can see some of the Creative Shrimp is a channel that has been around for a while, and they do have a lot of good quality courses for Blender, and that's what I want to promote them today. I have an affiliate link for them for the I have an affiliate link. If you get the course using my affiliate link, I'll get something out of it, and it also helps support the channel, and you're getting a lot of great content from this. You can see is the number of students who have already taken up this course is about 1K, so you are getting quality. Another course I want to promote again is from Creative Shrimp. I really like they have a YouTube channel too that also have some free tutorials, but I recommend their courses because of the way they have structured them, and I can also read through the previews. So this is a procedure course that teaches you how to do procedure materials texturing. I usually try to teach this in live streams, but live streams are not as structured as these courses might be. Hello, Justice Mwandi Wanza, how are you doing? Glad to see you. So as I was saying, these live streams are not as structured as these courses, so if you want to get a more structured course, this is going to be very, very useful. Again, all the links are going to be in the description. Maybe let me post that in the chat before we get into today's topic, which is low poly modeling again, just to take you through the beginning. And if you into low poly modeling or low poly art, you might also be into sterilized 3D art, and there's also another course from Creative Shrimp that tackles that subject very properly. You can see this is a trailer for that course. You can see they're doing low poly here and different styles. Facecam, yes, I am doing facecam nowadays. Yes, hello Ajax. You can see they have a lot of sterilized content as well, if you want to learn that in a much more structured way than what live streams are, because live streams are always jumping between different topics just because we have different people in at different levels of knowledge, so you always want to cater for all of them, but this you're getting a more structured course. So let me paste that in the chat as well, but you can also get it in the description. You can also get the hey man, today's topic looks cool. Gladly watch it. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you, Yashi Sasotri, sorry. Anyway, so that's it for the promotions. Let's go back. I have to do this just to sustain the channel. I mean, makes a bit of money. So let's get into Blender. And yeah, so yesterday we did this trailer rig, and we had started on working on this this motorbike, but I think we kind of got caught up in the details, and because we are making low poly art, this wasn't really low poly. So let's do a quick version of this that is going to be low poly. So these notes, and I can have this in a backup collection, backup BK collection. Yeah, so let's start this from scratch, but instead of making a high detailed model, let's make a low poly model just to stick with the theme. Did you watch the Matrix Awaken tech demo? Yeah, I did. It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing what Unreal Engine can do. Because I think they used Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, if you don't know what the demo is, it I think it started off like a trailer. They have a few real live action scenes in that, I think. Yeah, but the demo really looked very good. I wanted to show you it, but I'm not sure if it's copyrighted, so I won't not do that. Hello, Bunny Bright. How are you doing? Yeah, so let's get into this and see how we can make this low poly instead of a high poly. So I'm just going to start with a circle, and for low poly, let's go with a 16 vertices. I will rotate this on the X, and I think we need to let me bring my shortcuts and give them a color here. So what plans do you have for tomorrow if today wasn't your Christmas and it's for tomorrow? Christmas is tomorrow here, so yeah, I'm not even sure what I would do next after eating. So just going to don't really have a lot of plans. Yes, Merry Christmas to you too. Hello Shiva, dude. You making this bike low poly or high poly? No, I've changed my mind. I'm making it low poly because just to stick with the theme that we had going on already. Let me start with this tire. We could have used a torus for this, but this would also work. We can just Control B, bevel these edges like that, and we should have something like that. It's 24 December in India. It's also 24 December here. It's 6:22 p.m. So a few hours to that. So are you guys going to meet up your families, or what are your plans? I myself am not too religious, so I'm just celebrating it for the case of celebrating. I'll just use any excuse to take a break from work. Let me first bring back my music. 8:52 p.m. From Kelara. So it's night there already. You are like 4 hours ahead of us, I think. Anyway, let's create this piece here. Again, low poly art, so we don't have to be super detailed at this. Just going to extrude these points. And maybe just pull this and this here. I can just grab this, push that in, then maybe just add another loop here, just like that. Can you use a torus for the wheels? Yes, and I should have done that. So if you're using a torus, you just use the torus like that. It's okay, I did this in edit mode, but that doesn't matter. Actually, I need to reduce the segments. Let's use 16 and then maybe 6 for that. And if the tire is too thick, so let me just rotate it here. If the tire is too thick, you can use Alt S to make it thinner, or yeah, like that, less thick. But I've already made the tire here, so good job. Thank you, Danad Ghost 2008. Hello Satoshi Kuma, how are you doing? Can you make the bike high poly? Yeah, I could do that, but that takes a lot of time, and it's a huge time commitment to do something like that. And I want to keep the theme to what we have already been doing, a low poly piece. And yesterday was it yesterday? I don't remember when we were working on this, but yeah, we kind of did a high poly version. Or we just didn't complete it, and maybe I would complete it once after. Yeah, but okay, let's make these pieces here. Shift D. I think I need a mirror modifier here, just on the we just apply the rotation, yeah, like that. And I think this here might be pushing out just a tiny bit, because usually bikes do that. And also want to make sure that this kind of follows the curvature. Turn on clipping here. I think something like that. And, comes in like that. Are those vehicles textured? No, they're not. It's just simple materials. You can see just as principal shader with that. I'm just changing the diffuse on these. I am not texturing any of it. Okay. Why is my music not repeating? Okay. Grab this like that. Extrude down. Okay. Yes. Again, I don't want to make this high poly, so are you going to make the engine too? Yes, I think I'm going to. It looks very simple. Nothing super complicated about it. So yeah, we should do it as well. So let me add a loop. I think I need a loop somewhere here. Let me see how this. Let me see. Grab this, have it here. Push these. Now here, the issue I'm having is I don't really have any top reference images set up, so but we can do this without them. Just grab this edge loop here, bridge it with this. Again, this time we are not making a high poly mesh, so let's just okay. Okay, so we have that part done. I'm just going to just shape it from up here a bit. Okay, now let's grab. Are you going to make yes, sorry, tweaking a subdivided cube in sculpt mode according to the shape would be easy, would have been easier, but this is good too. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't a subdivided mesh, because how would that even work? Because this has a lot of parts. Yeah, I think I disagree there. I think this is a much easier way to, and I also have control over the polygon flow. So, because you can see, I'm not just extruding or moving vertices around. You can see I'm trying to follow the topology of the vehicle. You can see how this loop here follows that curvature line, and that you can see here. I want to add. I'll be adding a loop that follows this line here. Let me actually do that here. And here you can see, I would just bring this loop just so I can follow the curvature of the vehicle. And I think, let me see, this piece here has to be going inside like that, just a bit. Let me see, yeah, just so follow that structure like that, and can just push it in like that. Yeah, I think it's much easier to just do this in a polygon, following the, just doing it in a, I'm not sure how you would do it in sculpt mode. It would be way much work, because we would also have to retopologize it, and getting these edges to look that sharp it might be a bit difficult in yeah. Hello Kana, how are you doing? Great work again. Thank you. Let me just grab this edge loop, bring it somewhere here. And I think I need to push these vertices in, so the bike pushes in as well. But this is a, though we are making a low poly version, this is, I think, the same way you would do a high poly version. I would just be a little bit more detailed than I am being here. So I want this edge loop to kind of, let me see, go like this. So this goes to the center, this goes around there, and everything else should just try to line up a bit. So yeah, was it Shiva who wanted to see a high poly model of this? Basically, this is the same steps this is the same way you would model this if you wanted to do a high poly model. You try as much to follow the contours of the mesh. And actually, let me first remove this edge. How do I want to approach this? You can see that this loop also follows that, and this loop here actually should be around here. You should have another vertex edge loop around here. So I need an edge loop here. And this needs to start converging like a bike would. Okay. Then you can just do the same thing here. Just have these loops following each other, following the contours. Your work is great. Thanks for sharing your method. Thank you too. Thank you too. I mean, it's the nature of community. Free up. Yes, should have some free content. The only reason why I have some paid content is I can't sustain doing this without having some paid content because it's very, you have to pay some bills, and this takes some time to do so. So let me think. Yeah, I think that's good. Now we just grab this edge loop, push it down like this, and start aligning. Every time I try to make a low poly version of this bike, it ends up being high poly, though this time it's not as high as yesterday, which is great. So the music is my favorite. Yeah, I like it as well. Okay, let's see where we are. Anyway, let me see if I can get a top. So this is called the 0S. Let me see if I can get an image of this. It's called the 0 SR stroke S. Let's see if you can get more reference images to this. So this is it here. Let me look at it from the top. Why don't you use a 3ds Max for detailing things? Can you say that's the reason? What's the reason? Well, because I'm more versed in Blender, and everything 3ds Max can do, Blender can do as well. So, and Blender is free. So, and most of my audience is also Blender based. So that's why I use Blender more. I want to see a top view of this bike. Okay, this is good, but not good enough. So have this. So this is an EV. It's not a gas motor cycle. Reference top. Okay, let me see. Reference top. Doesn't seem to bring it up. Bike name blueprint. It's not there. Don't there. Anyway, we can do it without that. The only issues I was having, so this seems to be a bit thinner. It should be thinner, so let me turn on proportional editing, just make it that. And that being thinner, it should this should also follow. Like that. Okay. Then I can just so this has a cut here. this extends, but just goes in like that, I think. Blender is the future of 3D printing. Well, I'm not very familiar with that, so yeah, maybe. Okay, then here looks like we have a cut. We should have a loop like this. And this continues in. Like that. Yes, it actually looks like that. So have you mean, so you know the bike, or do you own one? Maybe you could run out to the bike and get us those reference images if you own it. It would be amazing. Anyway, I think only big reason Blender is free. Not really. It's not the only reason. I think there are many reasons why. Okay, I've used 3ds Max before, and Blender is very fast in modeling. The shortcuts are very, very. Is it intuitive? Since it's shortcut heavy, you can. If you get the same people, if you get a few artists with the same experience in Blender and 3ds Max, I think they would work faster in Blender than when it comes to modeling, at least. Hello from Texas. Hello, Andruke. How are you? How is Texas? Is it the Lone Star State? That's how you call it there? How is that place? Anyway, let me grab this. I think I need to extend this here. Grab this edge loop. Push it in. Hello from Syria. Hey, how are you? How is Syria? Okay, tell me what place, where in Syria do you live? Because I don't really know a lot of places, and I want to improve my geography. So, where in Syria, what towns are there? Hello from Brazil. How is it there? How is Brazil? Yeah, so Brazil is known for its carnival. Is it as fun as it's hyped to be? If you are, have you been to those Brazil carnivals? Because they always look amazing and fun to be at. Okay, so this is where we are at. Let me see, what else can I do? I need this to fold in, which I've already done. And yeah, I think for the most part we are almost done with the bike, except we need to create this piece here. It is supposed to be something like this. Let me see. Yep. And is he designing a game? No, I'm just making some content for my Patreons. These are packs that are going to be available to my Patreons. If you the Chrome, ROM, medieval buildings, and made it available to my Patreons, I'm doing the same for these low-poly transport assets. They're going to be available to my Patreon, and I also realized that it could be a nice lesson for Blender users, beginners who are new, because it's a good modeling experience for any beginners. You can see how you can approach different projects, and just face off that. This needs to be tighter at the end here. Just follow the same shape here. Hello from Venezuela, trying to learn Blender over here. Nice. No, nice to know. So Venezuela, is that are there jobs there for 3D artists? Hello from Panama. Great. How is Panama? And I think that's an island, is it? I love coastal countries. Mine is landlocked, so I don't think I've ever visited the sea or seen an ocean. That's I really need to start traveling because just go out there and see the world someday. Anyway, let me just bring this here. Hello from Algeria. How is Algeria? That's on the west coast of Africa, I think. So how is Africa from that end? I'm a Cinema 4D user, but I really enjoy watching Blender users create. The way you create a topology in Blender is magic. Such powerful program. Yeah, I've used Cinema 4D too, and Blender, when it comes to modeling, yeah, Blender has a big advantage because of how because of its shortcuts. You really get through the modeling process really fast because of its modeling tools, not tools even, because but it's not really shortcut centric, so you end up being a bit slower than you should be if it was for shortcuts. Okay. Panama is between the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, so I was right. It's an island. I know my geography. Africa, I think. What do you mean, Africa, I think? Hello from India. Hello, Yash Jadav. How are you? Yeah, by the way, if you're just getting here, it would be amazing if you liked the stream and also subscribed if you have not already. Blender is free. Yeah, it is free. That's one of the best thing about Blender. And you can see what's happening with is it what is the application what application did they just buy that Maxon just buy, the makers of ZBrush. You can see what's happening with ZBrush. So yeah, the one excuse people usually, not really an excuse, but one reason what some people used to give for choosing 3ds Max or other 3D applications instead of Blender was that because the others are paid programs, they're more reliant. They will always be around, things like that. But we're seeing that not to be the case. I can see ZBrush, though it's still around, it's going to be changed. The way you buy it is going to be changed because it's now being. It was bought by a different company that you don't really know how they're going to change the application. Sometimes larger companies like Autodesk or Maxon also is a big company. I was actually surprised. I thought ZBrush, their makers, Pixology, was a bigger company than Cinema 4D, but turns out Maxon is actually larger, or is a bigger company. That's why they bought it. They were able to buy it. ZBrush is good for sculpting, but what I was saying is that back in the day, people would say they don't want to use Blender because it's free, and you're never really sure whether a free project is going to be around for a while. And we're seeing that Blender seems to have a longer lifespan than most 3D applications, because when these other applications are bought, you never really know for sure if they're going to be kept around by the parent company that just bought them. And even when they are bought, you don't really know what kind of changes, what direction those companies are going to take that application. So if you might have got into ZBrush because of its maker, and now that their maker is a different company, they could change it to something completely different, and they may choose to use a different team than what has been working on it currently. Anyway, so Blender is one in that's another advantage. And I think that's why Maxon bought ZBrush, because Cinema 4D doesn't have a sculpting tool. It does, but it does, but it's not very popular, I think. Yeah, they do have a sculpting tool, but I don't think it's very popular. So that's why they got, I think, ZBrush. Let's make this piece here. Actually, I need to first extend it a bit. Hi, Thachala from Chennai. Hello. How are you? Where is Chennai? I don't think I've heard of that. Where is Chennai, and how is it there? Houdini 2. Houdini is a different game, sir. Blender has nothing on Houdini, man. It's a completely different tool. Maybe Blender now is at least trying to catch up with geometry nodes, and I can already see some of the functionality that was only limited to Houdini coming to Blender, especially for game developers. Houdini always had a feature where you could create procedural assets and just parametric assets that you could change with a few clicks in Unreal Engine, and Blender now has that too. I think there is an add-on. I don't remember. Is it Mesh Alter? Yeah, Ask NK has a video about it, and where are you streaming from? I'm streaming from Uganda, India. Chennai is in India. Nice. That's a new city I've never heard of, I think. I've heard of Delhi, Kerala. What else? Yeah, there's some nice cities. I think this needs to be. Hello, I'm new here. Hello, Nage Marketing. How are you? What type of marketing are you doing? Maybe you could help me. I could not find top views, but found some other view of the same bike. Can you send that in Discord? I'll check it out and see. We are talking a lot. Yes, I like that. I like that. I mean, I like the interactive nature of live streams. That's why I don't do tutorials that much, because they are not as interactive. And I want to talk to you guys. I have sent it in Discord. Okay, let me get it. Nice. Oh, so this is how the bike looks from the front. I wouldn't have realized that, so thank you. This is it's nice. Yeah, so I saw these pieces, man. These are I think I've done this one before. This one I don't even know how to approach it. You would have to sculpt. Yeah, this is doable. This is too much. Doable. You need to sculpting. I'm not very good at that. Doable. This is a bit difficult. Maybe doable. Maybe I'll look into these and see if we can do them on a stream. Okay. I'll use that front view because I don't really know. Hello, Tengo Gabatashvi. How are you doing? I have seen Chennai Express movie. I had seen Chennai Express. No, I have not seen it. Hey man, bought high poly futuristic stuff, man. Oh, which stuff did you buy? It's Adobe fund Blender development. Yeah, it does. I think the reason why they fund it is because they don't really have a 3D package option. They do have Substance Designer, but that's not really like a real 3D application. At least not. It doesn't do polygon modeling, in the way Blender does it. So, and their artists do need an option like that. So yeah, I'm creating this piece here. Just extrude this, and I think it's pushed in. I like that. Again, this is supposed to be a low poly mesh. But yeah, we have got most of the hard parts. Let me get this reference image that you sent me and see how this looks. Let me read chat as well. So sometimes if Nightbot is timing you out, it could be. Sometimes Nightbot is. Let me see what is. Yeah, hello, yeah, comics. Yeah, Nightbot can really just be off rails and start timing out people, but that's hope don't too much. Hi Macha, love your work. Da Macha Vera level. I'm not sure what that means, but how are you, Pranub? Glad to see you. Hello, Patrick is sleeping. How are you? Now I'm creating the animation for one of my products using Blender, but I have a problem with render because when I click on render, my picture is different position as on view model. You could have keyframes. It's possible that you might have keyframes on your model. So try to make sure that you don't have any keyframes. those companies that fund Blender because they know Blender is used in ways that help them sell more of their product. Yeah, that's true. Hello, Tango. I'm great. I am great. I'm doing web development, Shopify, WooCommerce, logo, Facebook ads, and importing. Nice. I'm also a web designer, so, but I haven't done a lot of that in a while. It's crazy how now large companies like Facebook, Apple, Ubisoft are liking the idea of open source software like Blender, and they are making Blender better. I don't think they are really interested in open source, or they support it that much. So, for example, Facebook, Apple have a VR department, and they don't really have a 3D application to do the VR for them. So that's why I think they support Blender, because okay, where is these messages? Okay, Burning Bright, can you send me the message again? Because I don't know, I'm not very familiar with Discord, and I clicked out of the messages and I can't find the message again. Okay, so let's make this headpiece. My English is a little weak. Then this is a nice place to practice. Because there are a lot of English speakers here. How am I going to approach this? Hey, could you, Banbright, send me the message again? Because I don't think I can find it. Oh. Okay, thank you. Let me see. So I want to get this image here. How do you even save? Okay. Already started panicking. Okay, for this, let's see. Let me get these annotations out of the way. Okay, how do you remove these annotations? Okay. I'm opening the Blender Asset Browser, which my computer lack. But isn't it supposed to be a light? Why do you need lag for that? Because I think it's not that heavy, is it? Most computers should be able to handle it. So I'm making this face here. So just creating an outline, and I'm going to grab this edge loop, push it in the middle. Let me first turn off clipping for a minute. How many delay is available in your stream? Let me check. There is no delay. There isn't any delay. I just push these. So we are working on this piece here. I think it's somewhat like this. Okay, so it's somewhat like this, and now we can just make these connect like that. Come in here. I can have this connected here. Let me first divide. Oh, okay. So this should be, I think, converging in. And here we can make a loop cut. So let me see. I need a loop here. Push this in just a tiny bit like that, and I think we might need a loop here, so this should be disconnect those faces. It's still frozen. Mine is very heavy for some reason. I only have about 100 objects and materials in it. What you're using the Blender Asset Browser? So maybe that's a bug. I didn't think it was supposed to. It is that heavy. What are your PC specs? Maybe it's your PC. I want to see how do I manage this piece here. Okay, this I think should extend right there. Add a loop cut. Yeah, something like that. Let's see from the front. Yeah, this has that concave look. Hello, Lucas George, and the music. Yeah, let me read some. Where's the link to Discord? I want to join. I just use the command Discord !Discord. Let me get that for you. There. What's your mother tongue? My mother tongue is I don't think you have ever heard of it. It's a local language here. Charles Sim, are you asking? I think. Let me see. Did I miss any messages? When do you have live training? Do you have any schedules? Yes, I do. Today I just went off schedule a bit because I'm not sure tomorrow I'll be streaming. But I usually stream daily. I'm not sure what the time would be in your area, but I just count about. I'm not sure. I'll just put up the message when I get time. But yes, I do. So you can look at my other previous streams, and that's usually the time I'm streaming. Can you even check at the time on videos when they're uploaded? I'm not sure. Let me reduce the music a bit because it's getting a bit louder. Okay. Great tutorial, you are doing great. Thank you. Hello mate. Hello Puna Lingam. First cam. Yeah, that's me, man. Raizo AR. It's been a while. It's been a while since I last saw you around. Yeah, this is me. Hello, yes, Max. Thank you. Hello, George Lucas. Who did I miss? Yeah, okay, let's see. I think this is supposed to be a bit wider. Like this. And let me also just make a cut around here, like that. Get rid of this edge loop. And let's not spend too much time on this. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Sam DGN. Glad you are joining our community. Let me extrude this out. Just have this joined like that. And yeah. The shape of this is really troubling me. I think it's supposed to be something like this. I'm forgetting, I don't really have a forward view. Yeah, so, and this here just extends in. Let's look at the overall thing and say, oh, here we are. So this is the bike, and I think it's shaping out as, it's not really low poly at all. You can see if I add a subdivision surface, this is how it looks. And if we add a bevel before the subdivisions, we get those sharp, nice edges. So this could as well be a high poly model. So you just slap a bevel modifier and you get those hard edges like that. And yeah, so anyway, this is supposed to be a low poly, so let's maintain it to be that. Where are you from? I'm from Uganda. That's in East Africa. Okay, anyway, let me see. What do I need? What do I need? I need to create these lights. So I'm going to grab... How do you make lights like this? I think I just have to follow the contour right here. So I'm just going to grab these, have this up, 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 add a loop there, push this forward. I think somewhere like that. Let me see. Yeah, these are going to be our headlights. And remember, we're creating low poly art, so we don't really have to be too detailed with these lights. We just have to shade them in a way that makes them look like actual lights. I think this has to be pushed in a bit. I think just to make sure that these look like actual lights, I'm going to, in a low poly setting, going to grab these, insert, push them in scale, and then maybe extrude out. So for a low poly model, this should be enough for the lights. And I want to make more low poly models, so I don't want to spend too much time on this. So I'm going to duplicate this. Let's make this wheel. I think this is much visible here. Hey bro, I watched your video how to make a kettle and learn how to do the white mapping on the glass. Thank you so much. Thank you as well for watching. It really helps the channel, and yeah, glad you learned something from that. That's why I do this. Anyway, so I want to make this, so I will just grab this edge loop, Shift D, P to separate it, and so I have this, how is it called? I'm not sure, don't care a lot. And I just grab this. I want to use a mirror modifier for this side, so I'm just going to get rid of that, add a mirror modifier on X and Y, like so. Then, yeah, so I want to create these, this rim, I think it's called a rim, like that. Nice, I've been in South Africa 2 years ago. Nice. How did you find it? I like this tutorial, amazing work. Thank you. Okay, so let's create these, and I think one way we can do this is, let me see, can I get away with just, actually, let me first apply the mirror. Can I get away with a vertex bevel like this? Hey, look, Razak Fauzan, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. What's your graphics card? You can use exclamation mark, setup, exclamation. Thank you for subscribing. Let me come and check. Setup to know who are. Thank you, Razak Fauzan and Akzir Rendra, I think. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. But thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. If you're new and you want to subscribe, it would be amazing. And I would love to give you a shout out for subscribing if you have. Okay. Yeah, so that's my setup. It's not that a fancy of a PC, but it does the job. Okay, so we are making this here, and I think I might also, well, let me see, have this here. So I'm just going to use Control Shift B, just let me extrude like that. Now it seems these two join, so let me, how am I going to join this? I think I join this face to this, so using the bridge option. Actually, let me just get rid of this vertex. Hey, another subscriber. Thank you, thank you. Francis Alveils. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, I think I need to just bridge these edge loops like that, and I have something like that. And then from there, how do we follow up? I think I just round off these. I think so. And I need to get rid of the faces this side and here, so that I can just extrude this down like that. And I'm not sure if you can see what I'm trying to do here, but I'm creating these inside these details here. And so I think I can also just grab these edges, or before I even do that, I can add a loop here, grab these edges. Hello, Dian Gaming YT. Glad to see you. How are you doing? How is your day? How is your Christmas? If you already had it. So how many of you have had your Christmas already? Because I know different people live in different time zones. But maybe none of you have had their Christmas yet. Because I think we are in the... So I think Asia gets their Christmas first, then Europe, then the rest of the world. Is it like that? Hello, Vasat Bay, how are you doing? Hello, Screamo Shadow Storm. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so yeah, I think actually this here we need a loop cut here, and I just get rid of those faces, a bridge, unbridge, and we have something like that. And we are basically again making this, and now we can create okay, so this doesn't seem to be in a perfect circle as I would expect it. Seems to be off center, or am I seeing this wrong? Okay, anyway, so now that we have that piece, I can just I think if I center my 3D cursor there, shift like that, I can just get rid of this portion, this side as well, this side as well, and use a mirror on the Z and X like that. I think it should be. Good job, bro. Please take my name. Hello, Anuj Sahu. I think that's your name. Let me see. I'm good. Happy to see you. I'm glad to hear that. Yes. Okay. Who's someone else subscribed? Thank you, Arekatsu OG, for subscribing as well. 187 likes. Thank you for that. Thank you. Would be amazing if we can get it to 100. Really helps out the channel. But 87 is also great. Thank you for that. Hello. Can't pronounce your name, but I really appreciate the subscription. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Yay! Thank you, Katalin Alexandru Chifan, for subscribing as well. Really appreciate that. Let me see. Let me add a circle here for the inside part. Scale it in. Hit F like that. I'll bring this in. Insets. Okay, I'm just going to make up. Not sure. Let me see. Can I just join this like this? Hey, thank you for subscribing, Angel Ariel. Live action photography. Hello, my friend. It is me again. I remember you. Yeah, I really miss your live stream. I miss so many because of work, and that's no issue. The live streams are always available later if you want to rewatch them, because I understand a lot of you have other work going on. So yeah, the live streams are always available later to watch if you want to rewatch them. I'm going to bevel this. No, I think I like the hexy option. No, actually I don't. Or don't. Or do I think, let me see, if I scale this, I didn't intentionally make these shapes, but I think they're exactly what we need for the bike. And I'm just going to also so this is going to be our rim. That should be, let me first examine this, see how it looks. Again, this is supposed to be low poly, so why is this not what I think it should be? This here should be all in the center. So I want to use a mirror modifier and apply the rotation. Turn on bisect like that, and I think this piece here has to be out. That mirror technique was ingenious. Thank you. Yeah, it just, actually I don't even remember the mirror technique I did. Which one was it? I don't remember. Okay. Sheesh, bro, just found out your channel. Fire models, man, keep up at the work. Thank you back. Thank you. Very nice channel, love the content. Shame I didn't get to see the final ancient desert render. Which one was that? I can't remember. I don't know Blender, but want to do 3D. Well, you are in the right place. This is a good place to start your journey. And there are also other amazing channels you can check out on YouTube. You missed vertex below. Vertex below? What vertex? Yeah, so that's going to be our tire, and it just needs to be connected. You know what? We did a few pieces yesterday from the high poly model version here, and it's turning out. So I stopped working on this because I thought this was becoming too high poly, but this is also turning out to be as high poly as this. So let's reuse some of the pieces from yesterday's stream. So this piece here, we just have to remove the bevel and the subdivision, and just join it to this mesh. Because these are pieces we already created. There's no reason to recreate them. Yeah, so, and if you missed the stream, you can go watch it. It's still available when we are making these details. I just don't want to do the same things that I did yesterday. I think I'm going to grab this piece and this Ctrl-L P as well. So let me move them out of the backup collection to the scene collection here. So this would be the engine. This is the engine piece I was working on, so let's bring that in as well. Now I think for the most part the bike is done, except maybe we need to, let me see how this, okay, this thing extrudes out, but before I do that, before I extrude this out, I need to first fill it in, and I think I also need to separate it. So Y like that, and I just extend it out. So something like that. I want to make like this. Yeah, you'll get there. It's just takes some practice and commitment, which I'm not very good at, but you can see I manage sometimes. I was ready to give up on this bike yesterday because just seemed like it was never getting finished as fast as I wanted it to be finished. Yeah, this is supposed to be low poly, so let's not okay, let's make those insides. So these are supposed to be, let me use about 8 these bars here. Okay, no, that's not what I want. In terms of clipping for a minute. Let me just redo this. Nightbot is timing you out because using emojis, a lot of emojis, but it shouldn't be doing that, but it does time you out if you use a lot of emojis for some reason. No, you're not spamming. Nightbot is like that sometimes. I don't know how to change that or remove that setting, but when you use more than a few emojis, it starts doing that. Let me see. There was a live stream with a pyramid and rocks. Yeah, I did. You didn't see the final thing. I think I rendered that out. Let me see. Let me show you, because I think I know what you mean. Let me get here. This actually, that's not it. Yeah, so we have made a few renders, so I can't tell which one exactly. This is just the ROM pack that if you're a patron, you can get. Let's see. Let me Blender, because this is actually very long. Blender needs to load it into caches. That's why you see it's pausing, but after it does, it will play. Okay, yeah, so this is the pack. So the one you're talking about would be a few renders back. Can't even remember. Yeah, this was a fun one. We made like a ninja scene. I don't know how many of you saw the final thing. Hello, Game TV. Thank you. It's a palm tree. It's with palm trees. Let me see. Okay, it's with palm trees. Can you believe you look like a YouTuber with 22 million subscribers? If you know him, with 22 million subscribers, who is that? I don't know that one. Man, that's jaw dropping. How much of your model is poly and how much is just textures? Well, all of it is model, actual polygons. I didn't. The texturing is just the brick textures. I think this was a mistake. This shouldn't be like that. Thank you, Athix, for subscribing, and Angel Area, I think. Okay. I think the power ran out for you. Sorry about that. Okay, I want to finish this engine here, adding a few pieces here. So let's add that cylinder. We need a cylinder, scale it down. Hey, sorry, I can't pronounce the name. But yeah, thank you. Let me extrude this. Add that to bulge. Okay, I always end up adding this in the mirror. So let me just do it here. Oh, I think I know I have clipping turned on. That's why I was running into that issue. So let's try this again. Just have this here. Bro, what is your PC configuration? I want to build a new PC. You can check exclamation mark specs. That's going to be my setup. Just going to extrude down, grab these, extrude up, push out, shift D, shift D, shift D, shift D, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. And for this piece here, I think I can. Do I want to do that? Do I want to just scale it on the X? Yeah, I think I can do that. And I just also grab it here. Just control click to kind of do that. Does this hug the pieces closer? And I think I need another piece, another one of these somewhere here. Just change it a bit. Let me just grab these. It should be a bit on the inside. Add a loop. It doesn't have to be that detailed. Yo, thank you for subscribing, Kanka. Thank you. People don't often appreciate how much time goes into something like this, do they? All the attention to detail is amazing. Yeah, it's a very huge time commitment. That's why you see that models can be very expensive sometimes. If you go to marketplaces, you see that some of these models are quite expensive. These models, yeah, they do take a minute. They take some time to make. Okay, so let's make these bars. I think we are almost done. You can see. Oh, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you, AX2030. I think this tire has to be a bit wider. Yeah, making models like this is a large time. It requires a large time commitment. You can see, and I'm not being as detailed as some models are, and you can already see how much time it's taking us to make this one model. Your software didn't notify you of my subscription. Thank you, Nav Sima, for subscribing. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't. I think I might have missed that. But thank you for that. Gaga Mang, sorry, Achi Tori Egulu, thank you for the chat, but could you please just maintain an English chat, because that's what most people understand here. It would be amazing to be able to communicate in a language that most of us understand. Thank you. How to get clients for our work nowadays? There is a lot of competition online, in online marketplaces. Yeah, that has always been the case. It is not just now. So you just have to start with the few clients you get and just build up relationships like that, because it doesn't matter. There's always going to be competition, and even when there is none right now, some competition will come your way at some point. So you just have to just try to build relationships with clients, the few clients you get, and see if you can make it sustainable off of that. And hey, thank you Warring Tribes, for that 200. I'm not sure what currency that is, but I really appreciate the donation. Really appreciate you. Let me see, what was I forgetting? I saw money and I forgot what I was talking about. Thank you. Do you think Ngons is critical error for the model or not? Well, I'm using it quite a lot. I'm using a lot of Ngons here. And if I could count them, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. There are so many Ngons here. It won't matter that much. Ngons matter a lot if you're going to rig the model in a way that deforms, and this, if it's going to be rigged, the meshes are not going to deform. So what I mean by deforming is if the mesh is going to deform somewhat like this, but if you're just rotating or translating the model, the pieces, it doesn't really matter that much. 200 yen. Thank you, man. Thank you. Are you making anything for Christmas special? No. I have a few models that I made, I think last year for Christmas, but I don't think I'm making any for this one. And Christmas is already here, so it's, anyone who needs models for Christmas has already got them, unless you're saying, butterfly. I have my window open, so if you're seeing a butterfly roaming around here, that's why. It's getting night. It's nighttime here now, but yeah. Thanks for the answer. No problem, man. No problem. I have a butterfly here. Okay. Let me see. He made exact like photo genius. Well, maybe not exactly exact, but yeah, somewhat similar. Duplicate this, rotate this. I think this has to be smaller. Bring it around here, scale it up, and just duplicate this again, rotate it. Just adding in these small details like this. This should help make things look superb. Let's make this spring. I think we just need a large cylinder. Like this. Any tips on modeling? Just yeah. Another thing, another a tip that I would give is watch time lapses, because you can pick up a few tricks there, because time lapses are usually done by people who are very familiar with Blender. Time lapse videos on YouTube. So you might pick up a few tutorials. So usually artists that don't have time to make tutorials like I do, you will see their tips in time lapses. Hello, Bugo Crescent. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Very nice. Personally, I prefer landscaping. This is an art form I don't fully understand. Yeah, but the more mechanic stuff is also important and beautiful. Yeah, there isn't a lot to understand here. If you can do landscape, you can also do this. It's just you can. I think you are underestimating how much time commitment you need for this. So, what is usually discouraging or what makes it seem difficult is the time commitment you need to do something like this. So, if you want to do this, commit some time and see what you'll be able to do. Because the same things that you're using, the same tools you're using to make a landscape are the same tools you can use here. So usually it's a time commitment rather than a skill that is required. So just commit some time and see what you'll be able to get. And I can make this model way more better than this, but I don't want to commit the time necessary to do that. So thank you for subscribing, Amro Hafiz. I'm trying to get as much client from online when I don't have any work. I'm learning Blender. Yeah, you can. Yeah, and also CG Trader has some jobs that you can apply for if you want to get more clients. I think you can get a few clients from there like that. I'm just going to round this off like that, and now let's make this spring. Faster way to do that is just to add a mesh, just merge at the center, grab one vertex, move it away from the pivot point, and then use the screw modifier, which is this, and just increase the screw like that, iterations like that. Apply the screw, convert this to a curve object, and then just give that curve a bevel, and we are good. I'm just going to reduce the polygons there, scale it down, and just basically wrap it like so. I find it easier to make a landscape beautiful, but stuff like that needs a detail to make sense. Yeah, even landscapes, you do need to put in some time. Actually, for landscapes, you need to have some assets already. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to convert this to a mesh, just round off this like that, and join this to this. Remember, we're creating a low poly asset, so we don't really have to commit too much time to all the details. I like that. I always lose motivation trying to make this kind of thing. Yeah, like I said, it's a commitment rather than a skill. Rather than skill that is required for this, you really need to commit some time. And you can see, let's see, how long has this? So 1 hour and 30 minutes just creating this piece, one piece, and it's not even done yet. If you are trying to create a much more realistic version of this, it would even take you more time to do. Just yeah, I have my window opened. I'm seeing insects getting in, but I want that fresh air coming in. So just love the breeze. Beautiful. Thank you, Katalin Alexandrov. Tifan. I'm from Uganda. That's in East Africa. I subscribe, but it's not showing the notification. Anyway, thank you for subscribing, Pritish Mohan. Thank you. Have you ever gave test to? Have you ever gave test to on? Yeah, the CG Trader test. Yeah, I've done it, but I think I didn't pass it because what was? Yeah, they are very specific. They are very specific in what they want. They want all the measurements to be super accurate. Yeah, I think they wanted me to do a few fixes. I almost passed it. I think it was like 4 fixes that just proportions that I was not getting right. But yeah, I was already getting enough jobs from CG Trader clients, and it was I was handling a lot of projects back then, so I didn't want to add more projects on it, so I didn't continue the test because of that. Have you tried it? It was, I think, a table, not a table. It was, I don't remember the test itself, but hey, CG Trader test wildcat. Yeah, I downloaded the test and thought better of it. Totally not worth it. Why is it not worth it, man? Yeah, the test, yeah, the wildcat test, I tried it. They require a lot of precision. You have to be only a few millimeters. You have to be very precise in your modeling. And as you can see, I'm just very good at just estimating things. I don't want to spend hours and hours trying to get a piece of chair right, looking right, because it's, yeah, my camera just died. Battery ran off. That shouldn't be a problem. How much money do you earn? I'm sorry, I can't announce that. But it's enough. Well, it's never enough, but pays the bills. Totally not worth it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. But you do get the jobs if you get in. But I was also getting jobs without. Actually, no. You know, I think. What's going on? I think is everything. Oh, my cameras. Anyway. I didn't pass the test, but for some reason, they accepted me. And I constantly, let me see, can I show that? I do get messages from CG Trader telling me about jobs that are available for me. So they passed me regardless of whether I complete, because it was just the proportions of the chair that I didn't get right. And they wanted me to correct those. I didn't correct them because I didn't want to spend too much time on that, and I realized it would be a lot of work anyways, and I wouldn't be able to do it. But I do get emails from them. I got an email from them telling me that I was approved for the program, and they send me notifications that jobs are available, but I don't want to commit to that, to those projects. They seem like a lot of work, and they require a lot of things. Let me see. CG Trader jobs. Let me see. Can I get that? I don't want to show my inbox because there. I just want to show you the message that you usually get. Job. I might end up showing some things that I don't want to show. I agree, it seems like too much work. Yeah, it does seem like too much work. So if you want to do it, go in knowing it's not going to be a breeze. Yeah, they wanted a stool. Yeah, I did a stool and what and a dresser. The test is usually at a stool and a dresser, and you have to provide PBR textures. So I did the texturing in Substance Painter. Yeah, so a real client wouldn't be like that. Actually, they would be like that. I've worked with a few clients. Again, it depends on the type of clients you are getting. Some clients are worse than that. So basically, they're just set. The test is not just you. They're not just testing your modeling skills. They're also testing your patience, I think. They want you to be able to, yeah. They need to make sure that you would be able to handle the stress or the attention to detail that some clients might want. I just appear for fun. Or you just applied for fun, you mean? Nice. So did you pass? I tried it 8 months ago. It was an old Roman. Yeah, that's the same. I didn't pass the test, but I was not very serious in that either. Yeah, you could have passed the test, but they do. You need to get it's usually the proportions that get most people. Is Blender easy for you? Well, now it's easier for me, but not in the beginning. And I think that's the case for most people. The beginning is always a bit difficult for everyone. Dope channel, thank you, American Hustler. You best, thank you, Greenman Labs. Do you make money using Blender? Yeah. There is some money in Blender. I do sell some 3D models on, which I rarely promote here, but it does get enough attention on. Yeah, so I have a shop on CG Trader. Let me see. Make sure that I don't get anything. Yeah, so I have a shop. This is my shop on CG Trader. I sell some models here. You can see they are very inexpensive models. That's one way I make money off of Blender. And I also make add-ons. And I have affiliate links as well. 3ds Max or Blender? 3ds Max who? What is that? Is that what is 3ds Max? Never heard of that. No, of course I would choose Blender over 3ds Max any day. Wake me up in my sleep, I would choose Blender. Okay. Just seeing the butterfly. Okay, the camera is off, so you don't see that anymore. My problem is I want to stay away from PBR game assets because they take so much to optimization work and so many steps to create. Yeah. But if you're using Substance Painter, it's actually faster than doing it in Blender, than texturing in Blender. The only problem, you have to do UV mapping for that. It's much faster to do texturing in Substance Painter than in Blender. That's one thing I could testify on. Let me get a loop cut here. I just want to make some wires going in and out. that. Control L, Shift N. Yes. Again, this is supposed to be low poly at anyway, let me grab this. Yes, very difficult. Can't do anything. I think I missed what was at the context of that. Well, whereas product visualization, I can present a high poly item and not have to do retopol or bake textures. Yeah, so I think you're using the wrong application for texturing. You should try Substance Painter. It's going to make your job much easier, and you can. It's very difficult to get away with creating game assets without using PBR textures. It's the standard, man. And Substance Designer really makes that job really easier. Create another piece from this. So try Substance Painter. Sorry, Substance Designer. Is it? I don't remember. Adobe changed the name for some reason. Just making another thing I hate about Adobe. Changing names that we are already familiar with. Good names and logos, and just turning them to shit. I don't know why they changed it to something else. Less memorable, less interesting, or whatever marketing bullshit. Anyway. Now I'm no longer being consistent with the design of the actual model here, so you might see that my pieces might look a bit different because I'm not committing to that. God, I need to make this part here. That is a lot. Okay, so let's do that, because without those handles, the bike is not complete. And also. Thoughts on Facebook Meta? Well, I haven't really. I still don't get it very well. Like what exactly they're trying to do. It seems like they're trying to do something. They're trying to do what was that movie? Where people can just move into VR. Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, I think what it means for 3D artists is just more jobs, more opportunities. At least that's one thing I like about it, because metaverse can't exist without 3D models. And guess who makes 3D models? We artists, Blender artists. So let them make as many metaverses as possible, because even though they may not hire you and me directly, but there's always going to be lower tier versions or kind of wannabe metaverses that would hire less that would hire artists that are not at that higher tier, because I imagine Facebook would just use their own team, so you may not necessarily get a job with Facebook, but it opens up other opportunities. If Facebook are funding Blender to make better BSDFs and Cycles Core 6, then it must mean Meta plan to do real-time path tracing at some point for their VR world. Yeah, I think that would be possible, but real-time ray tracing is very heavy, and maybe, yeah, it's of course, they would want to fund it in hopes that one day they might be able to use it. They might be able to do real-time ray tracing. But you can see even what Unreal Engine promised with ray tracing. Was it ray tracing something? I don't. Turning when you're playing games and turn on ray tracing, you can see it's not exactly ray tracing, and it's not. It doesn't really look that good. There's a lot of faking going on, so it's not. They're finding it in hopes that one day it will get there, but yeah. How do I approach this? I want to make this. I heard Substance Painter and Designer is very good. Yeah, it's night and day, man. It's the difference. If you start creating PBR textures using Substance Designer, you never want to do anything else. You never want to use anything else. Seems like they are trying to do Second Life, or yeah, Ready Player One is what I was talking about. And the way they are marketing it is, you would think they are steps ahead, but yeah, I think they're still way. They're promoting it like as if it's at the level of Ready Player One, but I don't think the technology is there yet. It's not even close. Because they promote it as saying, making claims that you would be able to go in these worlds, and but yeah, I don't think their marketing is disingenuous. It doesn't seem. But I guess if you're trying to hype up a project, that's exactly what you need to do. Yeah, the ray tracing in game is probably on 1 or 2 bounces. Yeah. And if that's the case, then also Blender can do real-time ray tracing if you're just using 2 bounces. How many times it took to be good using Blender? Well, it's a continuous process. I'm good at a few things, but not everything. So yeah, you can't put a time frame on that. And yes, just improving here and there. Now here, I think I'm going to do, let me see, if I use 2 of these, let me subdivide this like this, turn on clipping, and just remove these. Now I can't see. Let me see. Actually, Burning Bright did a good job sending these reference images, some reference images. So let's try and see if we can see the inside. See how many Chinese are here. Yeah, how many people are from China that are watching? What time is it in your country? It's 8 p.m. I don't think the technology is there, but maybe they know about some secret research. I don't think that's the case, because VR has been around for more than 10 years, I think, and there hasn't been that much progress. The VR of 20... when was VR first introduced? Like actual VR, playable VR. I guess I'm just being skeptical, but I don't think there has been a lot of progress. And companies don't usually don't keep secrets for long, because they know their competitors are also doing this, the same research as they're doing. So they always want to be the first to show, to show off the tech like that, because it will bring their stock up, and it also brings confidence in their consumers. And 1980s or 90s, yeah, you can say it's more than 20 years, and the progress is not that different. There isn't that much difference. I'm really new to Blender, only a couple of weeks, 100 times better than I started, but still very far from being good, completing tutorials and getting some practice. That's the way to do it. That's how you get it there. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to also let me insert this. Just extrude this. I think I need this to be. Now we're just making up things here. Can you show full model of the bike? Yeah, so this is okay. Let me get the tires as well. Yeah, so that's the bike so far. We didn't have the top view or other references. Actually, I think it's too thin at the bottom, at the back here. Let me just turn on proportional editing. What is this? Okay, this here. Hello from Iraq. How is Iraq? How is things there? Stacko bro, I saw donatorio and did it 2 times, but still can't make a donut by myself without looking at the tutorial. Yeah, everyone starts like that. I remember those days when Andrew Price was making his first tutorials. I was there watching, but I was in the same place as you. Couldn't do anything without watching a tutorial, but yeah, kind of got started learning slowly by slowly until I got better. So you get there. I did it with a translation software. I can only watch your operation and have no idea what you are talking about. I'm sorry. That's very unfortunate. And yeah, I don't have closed captions on, or I don't even know how to add them. What's your thoughts? What thoughts do you have for the future? Do you mean for 3D or for the future in general? Like the future of what? Hey, what exactly? I think they have something in their up their sleeves in terms of AI. There is a new technology called SNNs, which are far more effective than tensor cores. Haven't heard of that. A good channel for looking out for what is coming in the future, especially in VFX, is 2-minute papers. So most of the things, before you see them in application, you will see them on 2-minute papers a year before. So this is a nice channel, 2-minute papers, and he's getting a lot of attention. I think he's around 1 million subscribers now, and for a good reason. Yeah. So yes, because most technology that you see, that you're going to see in 3D applications or in VR, starts out as a paper, and basically the paper is just a research presentation. And yeah, so, and this is a guy who knows what might be coming to the future. So most of what you see, before you see it in Facebook VR or whatever VR, you're likely going to see it first here before you see it there, because Facebook and other companies just buy research from researchers like these and implement it in their software. And I think there is a solver, was it a cloth solver or a simulation solver that I first saw in on a 2 minutes paper video, and then 2 years or 3 years later I saw it being presented as a feature in Houdini. So this is the channel to look out for if you want to know what is coming up in any other 3D application, in Blender, Cinema 4D. And I've also seen some things that I saw here first, and then I saw in Blender a few years later. So this is an amazing channel to subscribe to. Finish my donut version. I am thinking of doing a second one and see how far I get without tutorial. I try to make nice. I have never made a single donut in Blender ever. Have I? I don't know. There was an Andrew Price video I started following. When I was starting that I followed, but it wasn't a donut. Yeah, so this is our supposedly low poly bike. Not sure how low poly this is, but and again, all we have to do if we want to make it high poly is just add a bevel modifier and then a subdivisions surface modifier, and you have a bike like that. Of course, we need to fix a few things here and there, like let me first hide this. Yeah, have no reference images for this part here. Let me first see if let me first remove this. I think this here might be around. Might want to make this larger. Just to cover these parts here that I have no. Let me see. Where are the reference images? Burning bright scent. Let me see. Burning. How much years of blend have you? I think about 10 or 12, something like that. Well, it took 3 years to get to Houdini. That stuff is really the future. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that. So most features that you see in any 3D application, again, is going to start out as a paper. And another place you can see those things is what is it called? SIGGRAPH. They also publish a lot of stuff, graphics stuff. So most features that you're going to see in 3D application, you might also see them on C graph. Let me see if they are, can see their demos here. Yeah, Burning Bright, I wanted, could you send me a message again, because I'm trying to look for that, but I'm not very familiar with Discord. How I can go, how do I even go back to the messages? Yeah, okay, so yeah, you just sent. There's a behind image. This here. Oh, there's also this. I see. I'm seeing that. See. Thank you. Okay, it seems we are not even halfway done. But because this is a low poly model, anyway, I was trying to show you these. Let me see, technical. Let me see if I can do a technical paper demo. So this is just showing you two-way coupling. I think a demo of just. I think also, yeah, you can see these demos. You're going to see them here before you see them on Facebook, in Facebook or whatever other application that you might use. Yeah, so if Facebook has anything under their sleeves, it's likely not going to be better than what these guys have, because these are the core core researchers of these things. Yeah, their demos are really amazing. This is a robot sculpting. God, I don't think I've seen this. Wow, this is not 3D. This is an actual robot sculpting. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so I think I'll start from there next time. Tomorrow is Christmas Day, so maybe not tomorrow. But when we do, we'll start from there. And thank you a lot for being part of the stream. If you haven't liked the stream, it would be amazing if you did. These SNSs will go inside of chip and they will run all of the AI demos so fast. Let me see what is this SNSs. Well, I don't think I've heard of it. So thoughts on AR? Well, my thoughts on AR are the same as VR. It hasn't really gone mainstream as I hoped it would just yet. Maybe, but you never know, it can break out much later. And yeah, like I said, AR requires 3D models, and we are doing that. So yeah, just up your game, and hopefully by the time this gets mainstream, or the job, like the 3D space is always growing. That's the thing I like about it. So SNS is a neural network simulator originally developed at the University of Stuttgart. While it was originally built for X11 and Unix, there are Windows ports since. I'll check this out and let's see. So it's like a processing algorithm or something like that. Next time, bye. Okay, yeah, thank you, no problem. It's 6. What is that? It's 00 AM. So basically 6. Is it 12? I don't know. English time is confusing. You see, the number that you read is not the number that is. Yeah. So It's 00 a.m. So it's midnight. Are you saying in South Asia? That's and you're still awake. Huh. Nice. Spiked neural networks. Yes, they are a lot better than tensor cores. I see. Okay. Yeah, I'm signing out. I had it's a way. I heard it's a way they can simulate neurons of a brain, but in a computer chip, the neural networks they run on those chips are much more efficient. I see. I think I will take a read on that and see, because I'm very interested in that stuff. But, yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming around. I will continue this. I was hoping that we could do more than a bike, maybe add another thing, but in the next stream, I think we'll also do a large boat, maybe a shipping cruise, and again, these projects are going to be available on Patreon, in the same way that my ROM pack is available on Patreon. Now let me see if I can show you some. Yeah, I think I've already shown that, but yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next time. Thank you. Stay safe. Have a nice Christmas and a nice New Year.